Hey friends, Benjamin here from Lean Strong Fitness and Wellness. Today I wanted to tackle two of the questions we've been receiving most frequently when it comes to how to get enough water in the day or tackling a hydration habit. So the first problem we've experienced with other members giving feedback is that they just have a really hard time remembering to drink enough water throughout the day. And I totally understand that. So I've got a couple tips for you. And the second one comes from just not enjoying the taste, which I've also got a couple tips for you, as you probably guessed by the video. So first of all, when it comes to remembering to drink enough water, I want to just remind you that this is super common. You are absolutely not alone. And like anything, when you're starting a new habit, it's exactly that. It's a new habit. It's something that you're not super skillful at yet. So you are going to just forget a lot. You're going to have a lot of days where you feel like you're not winning. And that's just part of the process. Because as you know, when a habit is completely ingrained, it's something that it becomes automatic for you. The same way you almost inevitably brush your teeth every night before you go to bed. It usually feels weirder to not brush your teeth than it does to brush them because it's a habit, it's part of your routine. And when you're starting something like I'm going to increase my water intake or swap alcohol for water, or any method that you're going about trying to increase your water intake, the first step is accepting that you're not going to be perfect right off of the bat, and there's a process to this. You're relying on willpower, not habit right now, but over time, it's going to become habit. So the easiest solution for this one is to simply set an alarm. You can do the math on how much water you need to be taking in from one of our other videos, but let's say your target is 3 liters a day minimum. Set an alarm on your phone for a few hours after your day begins, a few hours after that, and then right before bed, or maybe a little bit before bed so you don't have to wake up in the middle of the night and pee. And that's your alarm to be like, hey, I need to finish my water. The other tip for this is to also get one of those water bottles that has kind of the built-in measurements on the side, or even just write it in Sharpie that by 10 a.m. you're supposed to be here, by noon you're supposed to be here, and then you can spin the bottle around and put the other measurements on the other side for the afternoon. But again, this is just simply a fact of like, you're not gonna remember to do this every time. That's totally fine. So put places in place where it's okay to not remember, such as an alarm. You don't have to remember when your alarm is set because it reminds you. In terms of not liking the taste of water, I've heard this one a lot, and I've got a couple different opinions on this. So the first one, which is less compassionate, but still may or may not hold true for some of you, is that whether you like it or not, water is good for it and you got to drink it. And it's the idea that everything when it comes to your health and fitness isn't going to be something you love, and that's totally okay. So if there's some things that you do just because you're supposed to do them, like back to the brushing the teeth comment, Liam is 11. He wants to go to bed every night without brushing his teeth. It does not care. He does not care how much we threaten that sugar bugs are going to make all of his teeth rot and they're going to fall out of his head. He doesn't give a shit. That has no value for him. But if you can connect the why of your health and fitness and why that's so important to you, like whether it's longevity or fat loss or strength or function outside of the gym for everyday life, and connect that to your goals around hydration, being like drinking water is going to help me live longer, which it absolutely will. All of a sudden, it's not about whether you love it or not, it's about doing the right thing for your body. Now, for those of you that doesn't resonate with, I completely understand because tasty things should be tasty and not tasty things can be changed. And the easiest solution to this is buy a sugar-free powder, such as like Crystal Light, that'll change the flavor of your water. So there's Kool-Aid, there's Crystal Light, you can buy base chain amino acids that have really good flavors, but just some sort of additive to your water that makes it a sugar-free juice. Yes, there are some artificial sweeteners in there. They're probably not the best on the planet for you, but at the same time, they're actually not that bad for you. And it's arguable, or I would argue that the benefit of having water, even if there's this artificial sweeteners in them, drastically outweighs the risk of not having the water. We know that you need water to live a healthy life. It'll help every aspect of what you do. Artificial sweeteners aren't ideal, but if you're exercising and eating well, just not a huge deal. Crystal Light, Kool-Aid, BCAAs, there's lots of things out there that'll make your water taste delicious and make it a lot more appealing to drink. So if you're struggling with either remembering to drink water or don't like the taste, try one of those out and see what resonates for you. Talk to you soon.